So I'm trying to put the coasters in the cup holder and they don't fit properly. See, they don't fit down in there all the way. I mean, there's still a ton of room inside the cup holder to grab stuff, but they actually don't fit in there all the way. You have to modify them. See how they're just moving around because they don't fit down in the circle all the way. So I'm going to try to find a way to modify them a little bit. Still quite a bit of room to hold stuff, so I think that part will be fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually modify that. Okay, while I'm letting that dry, I'm going to go ahead and install as much of the LED interior lighting kit as I can finish today. I got other stuff to do, so I'm going to try to get as far as I can. With this light up here, you really don't have to be that nice to it. It's pretty good. It's a pretty forgiving light overall. It kind of pulls out of there. There's some tabs in the back that sometimes will get stuck, and then you got to take this tool and you got to fish it around the corner and push them in. But for the most part, they just pop down, and then you clean it out and do all that stuff. A lot of people don't know they pop out that easy. Now you go ahead and find the right bulb in your package and switch your bulbs out. They just literally pull right out of here. That's it. So this is the difference in the lighting. See how yellow and dull this is and how bright that is? Kind of hurts your eyes a little bit. The problem with this one is there's not enough tension on these side pieces, so you either got to grab them, you either got to grab those contact points and pull them in tight, but I have to put this edge, I have to push it over kind of hard, because watch, if I push this back up in there, it just sits in there way too loose. These sit in there way too loose, and they don't really sit that tight. So if you wanted to, leave it like that and the light not point straight down, it's not really going to make good contact. And you have to have it in there the right way. You see I got this gold or more tarnished piece this way. You got to put them in like this, the more shinier one to the front. But if you like hit a bump or something, it's not going to work. You got to flip it around. You really got to push it up against that metal tab right there on the side. Got to wedge it in there. We'll leave it and see what happens. Do the other one now. Okay, I got to put back in. We'll see what it looks like later tonight. Okay, so this has 3 tabs on it. And you could try to fish up in there and get to that light, but it's going to be kind of hell getting to that light. I mean, you could get it out. Or you could pull the torx screws out of each one of these. I'm going to find out what they are right now and drop the whole thing out of the way and get to it. I think I'm going to try to pull the screws. I don't want to fish up in there and touch that hot light. I got the new one out down there on the ground. It's hot. I basically took this down and then used that plastic tool and pushed it out from the back. And now I'm going to have to try to install the new one. Straighten that little metal bracket and stuff back out. And it seems like all the interior lights are these big block LEDs. Okay, I got the LED lights installed. I had to pull apart the back and snap it in. There's two T15s on the back, and I snapped it in from the back because it's too wide to really maneuver up inside that hole, and it's too hot inside there. Now I'm going to go ahead and put everything back. By the way, these are two T20s, and that's how that assembly comes down. Okay, it's all installed. The door's open right now. Well, the front door's open too. It's pretty nice actually. Quite a bit brighter than the old one, which I'm gonna like this. Very cool. And the front one's installed too, and I'll go around and do this one over here, and then there's some other ones in the kit. I'm not exactly sure what they're for, but I'm gonna find out. So this it's went so far. I pulled the light. I had to use a little small screwdriver and pull that light, the glove compartment box. Pulled that light right there. It's back behind this. You got to drop the glove box. In order to drop the glove box, you slide this tab out and it retracts up into a piston, and then you just collapse these sides in, and then it sits right behind it in the panel back there. It's really easy, just twist in and out. And then this basically retracts right back up to that white plastic piece and stays there, and then you just pull it back down and clip it back in. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull all my stuff back in there, and I think I got one more on the other side over there in the driver's side floor. So I've done the tops all the way around, done that one, done those two, done this one here, this one down here. I'm gonna go over there and do that one in the floor by the hood release or emergency brake. These down here, this kit won't fit, so I'm gonna try to find another kit to fit those. I don't have that found yet. So let me continue. So I ended up having to put a few rubber mounts on the bottom of the cup holder to help center it a little bit, and now when I put something in there, it stays, you know, pretty centered overall. It's this one over here that I don't have the rubber pieces for, and if you're asking what they are, those are like the caps for the vape thing. Whenever you go buy a vape from the store, I got it moving. It doesn't move left and right no more. Now I gotta put another one on each side to stop it from going forward and back. So those are going to be the centering pieces for those. Or I could just find something that's, I could actually take a little small piece of wood and cut it to fit the bottom of that stays up inside that hole, and then it can't rock back and forth. That may be what I want to do next. It's about the size of a soda can, and it's about a little bit more, right at a ½ inch thick, that bottom lip down there. So if you could cut a little small piece of wood as like a little coaster to go down there, then you could set this right on top of it, and it would be a basically platform spacer for it. But these don't activate during the day, so once you charge them, they only activate when they absolutely have to. They need to be almost total dark. The LED lights are all installed. Only ones I haven't got yet are the ones right at the bottom of the door. I got to figure out that. But I got them all the way around. Well, I'll have some more for you probably later or tomorrow or something like that. But right now it's enough messing with the town car. I'm going to get it all cleaned up, vacuumed out, and we'll move from there.